that is what kept me on swimming, and I kept building my swimming, what I had to do.
Did you have to tell people? I mean, of course, everyone knew, but I mean, did you have to arrange it with the people who are in charge there?
Where?
At the Strait of Gibraltar.
Oh yeah, there's an organization in Gibraltar. Actually, it's on Tarifa Island, which is in Spain.
Right.
They coordinate swims across the strait. It's 12 miles.
Okay. Wow.
And so I started to set this all up, and then 2 years in a row, I had a couple of setbacks, and I couldn't go. Both of them medical, but not my medical situation. One our daughter, and then some other things. So they got postponed, and finally I got it together this year, and got ready to go. And then in April, I thought, oh no, we had to call 911.
Oh no.
Early in the morning, April this year. And by golly, when I got to the ER, they figured out they're going to have to take out my gallbladder. So he was in a hospital for surgery. Everything went okay.
Yeah, that's
10 days later, I was in the pool and was continuing my training, and the doctor that did the gallbladder, he says, well, everything should be fine. You should have no problem with that.
That gallbladder's easy to have removed.
So then I was scheduled to swim the last week of September. I headed out to Gibraltar, or to Tarifa, I should say. And when I got there, it was blowing 30 knots. It was it was just blowing. So it was kept blowing for 3, 4, 5 days, something like that. And then finally, the organizer, he explained the difficulty of the winds, of course, and also that it has very adverse effect on the currents. And he said it takes extraordinary strength and young people to cross the first 4 miles, which is a negative current, to get into the more positive current. And he says, I just do not believe you got the strength to do that. Not at that age.
Did he say maybe a different season? Was it something that you could come back to when it wasn't so windy?
Yes, that's correct. So basically, it got he left the decision up to me, but sometimes you have to go by advice. Although I had flown about 10,000 miles, so by the time I would get home. But sometimes you have to make a decision. So, and sometimes when you set goals in life, or you have a dream that you want to fulfill, sometimes you just have to back off, and you have to look at things logically and say, well, wait a minute, what am I doing? Are the conditions right or not?
Yeah.
Then I kept thinking of Diane Nyhat. She tried 5 times to cross to swim from Cuba to Florida. So if she tried 5 times, that means I only had been there once. I even didn't get a chance to try.
Right.
So you never know. There might be another day, and there might not be.
True.
But 1,000 miles is really nothing to be ashamed of.
Yeah, that's serious.
Exactly. Tell us about the books that you've written, and some of the books that you've written, and how we can find them and buy them.
Well,
Following a Dream.
I started the first book that I did write was called An Adventurer's Odyssey. The following book is called Following a Dream. Anyone can find it on the Following a Dream website. It's followingadream.com, and from there they can get into the other 2 websites I have. We are working on some others, and I have also written a book about the heart story. That book is also on Amazon.com. It's an ebook, And the third book, I'm working right now on a series that is called the Jomalites, and the Jomalites is the name for a clan. Actually, that's my clan, and that is the history of my life, or our life, from I was born in 1940, so I still caught the end of the big war, and how I decided to leave Germany and then head for Canada and ended up in the United States, and then it describes all the strange things that I have done. Like, for example, in my first year of Canada, I have traveled, I would say, to every town of 5,000 population or more west of Montreal, selling magazines door to door, and I couldn't even speak English.
Wow.
So these are part of the stories, and
That's
some
amazing.
of the crazy things that I have done with and without the kids, mainly with the kids when they start to grow up.
Right. What you do. That's amazing. Well, I'm very excited about that. I'm going to post links in the video, in the interview on YouTube later, and then your iTunes, so people will be able to go to the websites about stuff we talked about tonight, like heartchallengeswim.org.
I have quite a bit on YouTube. They just have to go and enter my name, Johannes Lisiecki, and even from the website there are links to the YouTube. There are quite a few videos. In fact, of the Following a Dream story, which is a 43,000-mile journey through 20 countries of the Americas, which I did 95, 96. It's the largest contiguous driving expedition ever done in the Americas that I know of.
It looks like forever. It looks like it took forever.
And that I have videos on the YouTube that in 15-minute segments. In 1 hour, it will take a person through 43,000 miles of a journey.
That's impressive. Is that what I'm seeing on your website? Is this Following a Dream?
Yeah.
Following a Dream, and then on the YouTube, I had 25 hours of video.
Maybe you invented Google
edited
Maps.
them down to about 1 hour.
Wow.
And you can see the segments in 15-minute increments on YouTube. And I do not comment on the video. I strictly play the music and let people look at it.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Nice. So it's kind of like point of view driving, right?
Exactly.
Are you singing along to the music while you're driving?
Maybe sometimes.
Are you singing along to the music while you're driving?
Not on the video, no, but I did at times, yes.
Awesome. You gotta get into it. You gotta enjoy
I did not use that music when I was driving. I used different music when I was driving.
So we can't hear if you were singing for real or not.
No.
Living in a material world.
It's brilliant.
That's right.
That's awesome.
It was probably an amazing route. I mean, I can't even imagine that it wouldn't.
Oh, that would take forever.
It would take forever and be just so beautiful the whole way. I see that,
and I'd be like, that's a good month off.
Did you see any aliens or any kind of weird creature beings on your route?
Well, no, not really, but there are enough of them out there, I'm sure. But I'm sure we ran across aliens before.